What up, YouTube? It's your boy Pubs, and today, really quickly, I'm just so excited about Infinite Warfare. I just want to talk to you guys about maybe you've been thinking about upgrading your gaming setup. Maybe you game on a monitor, maybe a TV, and maybe you're thinking about going to a monitor. You see people playing on smaller computer monitors, because they say it's better. Maybe you listen to your gameplay through a surround system, and maybe you're thinking about getting a pair of headphones. Good gaming headphones can use sound whore. Maybe you use a regular standard controller that comes with your console. Maybe you're thinking about getting one of them Scufs or an elite version of the Xbox controller. Maybe you're thinking about these different things. Oh, maybe you heard about the Netduma. Maybe, hey, you know what? Call of Duty's always inconsistent with the connections for you. Maybe you're like, oh, maybe the Netduma help. You love Call of Duty, but you hate the connection situations. That's what drives you away is the connections. Yeah, I have it all. Let me just say I've had it all. I've been using this kind of stuff for years. Duma, I came up Duma right now is almost my 1 year anniversary for my Duma, I believe. I have to check. I think that's my 1 year anniversary for the Duma. Um, yes, I co-sign all these things. I do. And I do believe every single one of them has increased my play, my gameplay experience that I have with games, uh, the overall results I get from how much better I got in games. Now, are they like, magical? Like, ooh, magic. The Netduma might be a little magical. Um, no, they're all tools to help you get better at the game. They do. If you understand the power of what you're purchasing and how to use it correctly, whether it's the Astro A40 headset, whether it's the gaming monitor instead of using a TV, whether it's the Scuf controller instead of using a standard controller, or a Netduma router instead of using the router that maybe you got supplied by your provider, right? Maybe you're using one of those. If you understand why each one of these is in the marketplace and actually very successful, besides the marketing, you know, why they're successful is because they all do something that has been pretty much proven by most gamers that use them that aren't paid sponsors that there was a positive effect, not a negative effect, a positive effect. So, how could you say, oh, well, I was using basic Xbox controller and I bought a Scuf and my game got worse? How could it? They gave you so many tools on that controller that it could anybody would get better because they just gave you the tools to make the game so much easier so you can do more stuff with less movement in the game, with less hand movement. It's a no-brainer. Scuf controls them. Now, I'm not promoting Scuf in any way. I had a Scuf for years. I got my Scuf before they were even in the United States. I had to get my shit from England. Um, you know, Nobody really knew about them over here. The pros weren't using them. Nobody was using them. So I got on a bandwagon from day one before there was even a bandwagon to jump on, to tell you the truth. And I got my crew into them too. They all got them. They loved them. That's how you play Call of Duty. You need to scuff. Astro A40s. There's a lot of good headsets out there, but I'm a big fan of the Astro Mixamp more so than the headphones. I think the Astro Mixamp adds another level because when it comes to PC, you get a nice gaming sound card, you're good. Get a good pair of quality headphones. Good pair of quality headphones start at about 200, to be honest with you. The Astro A40s for console gaming are great, especially for Call of Duty. But it really, to me, it's the mix amp because in the mix amp, you can hook up any headphones you want. So you got some quality ass headphones, maybe some Sennheisers, some Biodynamics, whatever, uh, Audio Technicas, stuff like that. You can use as a game and, bring out different types of sounds in your games that maybe you're not getting from, say, Astro A40s or something else. But the mix amp allows you to do that. So then the mix amp is very important. Um, the monitors, when you play on a big TV, you're going to have input lag, the refresh rate's different. When you go down to a gaming monitor or a computer monitor that's designed for gaming, that has a gaming function, shall we say, with very little input lag, the response time is super fast. There's a difference. Now, you got to understand that you're going from a big screen to a little screen, so there's that adjustment with your eyes. You have to learn and get your eyes trained to the screen, the size difference. But you'll really start to realize that wow, okay, there is a huge difference for me playing on a computer monitor that's geared towards gaming versus playing on a TV that has a gaming setting, a gaming mode. There's a huge difference. The monitor used correctly is going to benefit you over time. Um, so you got the controller, you got the headphones, you got the monitor, and yes, last but not least, the Netduma. The router port forwarding. It's one of the things that blows my mind to this day. I know people that I've been gaming with since Black Ops 1 that to this day, okay, I haven't gamed with them in almost a year, but to this day, they have no comprehension through all these Call of Duties, and that's the only game they pretty much play every year, all year long. They play Call of Duty. To this day, they have no comprehension of how to port forward, how to get an open NAT on your Xbox or your PS4. They have no idea, and they don't care. They don't care that their moderate NAT screws up parties, screws up game searches. They don't give a shit. They don't care. But what's funny is I'm starting to realize there's a lot of people like that in the Call of Duty community that have no clue. And now with the whole your service providers are now doing these like combo modem routers, or like they're doing like the free Wi-Fi hotspot bullshit. So they're giving you like a free router, like wink wink here, use our free router. And you're like, oh, okay, great. And it's all, hey, it's easy too. It's like one click setup. Don't worry about it. Yeah, you can't really basically do anything in the firmware and the router user interface. So you're basically kind of stuck to whatever they want to force you down, the road they want to force you down. That's not good for gamers because you got to, let me tell you something. Whether you're on Xbox or PlayStation, there's different ports that need to be forwarded, number one, for those. Now, you can use universal plug and play, but I'm going to tell you, universal plug and play, depending on the router manufacturer, doesn't catch everything that the games or the consoles need. And the Netduma allows you to actually really understand that further. Once you get a Duma, you really start to understand that, oh shit, I've been doing certain things wrong for years where I thought everything was 100% right. I really start to realize, oh wait, I knew a lot and I thought I was getting a great gaming experience, but the Duma opens up your eyes to a lot of things about how shitty games are made, how like even these companies telling you, oh, just open these ports, when you realize no, there's a lot more ports being opened. Duma kind of surfaces shows you that because of the way they do the universal plug and play. It basically shows you every port that's being opened. Buy your console, buy your game, buy different things to use, even your computer. It'll show like if your computer's for some ports to be opened, different stuff. Anyway, getting carried on here. The Netduma, I know it's a $200 investment. So you got good headphones, at least 200, 250. You got a really good controller, at least 150 up, at least 150. You got a gaming monitor, at least 150. Then you got a router, at least 200. I know. That's crazy, right? That's crazy. Because then you got to have the console, the game. You got to pay for good internet. But then you don't really need a good internet. Netduma lets you know about that. You don't really need good internet. So is it really worth it? Yes. If you play Call of Duty and Call of Duty is your game, all these things will make your gaming experience that much better. For me, they have. And I'm telling you, the only change would honestly be the only big change for you would honestly be the monitor. Going from a TV to a computer monitor, a gaming monitor, would actually be the biggest change for you. The Scuf controller, you'll realize the benefits within a couple of days. You'll start to get used to the paddles and shit like that, and fine tuning your trigger adjustments. The headphones, you'll fall in love with them instantly. You'll fall in love having headphones for sound whoring and how immersed you get in the game instantly. The Netduma, you'll be mind blown of how good Call of Duty can play compared to using your other router. You'll be mind blown. So yes, the monitor is the biggest change because if you're one of the people that sits on your couch, you're not going to really do that any longer. You're going to need to have a chair, a gaming chair. You're going to have a computer desk, everything set up that way. So anyway, I just wanted to drop this for you. Those are 4 things that I think help you make your Call of Duty experience that much better. If you're a COD fanboy, if you're somebody that plays Call of Duty all the time, that's your main game, that's what you grind, these things will help you get better, make your gaming experience a lot more fun. I've been doing it for years and I've gotten better. I have more fun. I have a gaming situation that's on lockdown. It's nice and clean. It's organized. There's no wires running across my room like back in the day. I'd have through the living room, I'd have all these cords everywhere. Nah, that's done. It's over with. Anyway, I'm your boy Pups. I ranted on. I wanted to make a short video. This thing's almost 11 minutes long. Sorry for wasting your time. I'm gonna leave some links in the bottom: Scuf Gaming, Netduma, Astro Gaming, and some monitors that I think are really good for gaming. Basically, Asus, Benq, boom. That's all you need to know. Anyway, I'm your boy Pubs. Until next time, peace. I'm out. COD, Infinite Warfare, coming soon, baby.